Elena and Daniel had met when they were barely more than kids. In the university library, they studied at the same table, slowly moving from polite nods to long conversations about books, music, and dreams. For a few precious years, they believed their paths would always run side by side. But life had other plans. Daniel received a job offer abroad, and Elena stayed home to care for her sick mother. They promised to keep in touch, and for a while they did. Letters filled with hopes, late-night phone calls that stretched until dawn. But slowly the silence between them grew. One missed call led to another. One unanswered letter turned into months without a word. Years passed. Elena built a quiet life in her hometown, working in a library, walking the same familiar streets. Daniel's life was more restless, new cities, new people, but always a faint loneliness he could never explain. 12 years later, fate brought them back together. Elena was standing at the train station, suitcase in hand, when she looked up. And there he was, waiting for a train on the opposite platform. For a long moment, neither of them moved. The crowd flowed around them like water, but the world had narrowed to just the two of them. When they finally walked toward each other, they didn't know what to say. So they stood in silence, their eyes speaking the words their mouths couldn't. At last, Elena whispered, "Do you remember how we dreamed of lying on a mountain meadow, watching the stars?" Daniel's face softened. "I do. Back then the stars felt impossibly far away. But now I see. The brightest one was always you." That night, instead of parting ways, they boarded a train together. Days later, they stood in the Carpathian Mountains, where the air was sharp and clean, and the sky opened wide above them. Some nights the stars hid behind the clouds, but it didn't matter, because in each other's presence, they had already found the light they had been searching for all along.